Hello all, Jeff here with a new video. We finally have the September update for Forza Motorsport 7. Some cool new features in the game. First thing I'll show you is Experimental Drag. You may be thinking, hang on, we already have drag racing in the game. Correct, but doing race after race after race takes a good minute and a half. So here we have Experimental Drag, Free Rev, Drag Tree, and if you jump the start, your time doesn't count, and you have cool stuff like reaction times as well. So if you think about it, it's kind of like real life drag racing. And also you've got the lights, for example the Christmas tree, 3 yellow lights and then the green. So I'll show you what it looks like. So yeah, it takes a while for it to load up initially, but once you're in, you're in. And here's the Christmas tree on the right. So yeah, it's really cool, and you can see the other car on the left. It's and there, that blue screen tells you exactly where the finish line is. As you can see, you got stats there like elapsed time, reaction time. Really cool stuff you go by in real life drag racing. And as you can see, I hit continue, race again, you're straight in. If you did that with old school drag, you'd be waiting a minute 30 seconds around about that time just to get into another race. And all of a sudden, look at that, it's pretty much instant that I'm in another drag race. It's so cool. Turn 10 wants us to trial this for the first time. Fair enough. The only track you can do is Dubai quarter mile. As you can see, jumping the start, you can do it. So, and not only that, you restart, you're straight in again. It's just that simple and that quick, that instant. As I stall it, I'm like, nah, restart, bang, straight back in. Again, if I did that with old school drag, I'll be waiting forever. Again, I stall the car. What am I doing? But it's really cool. I reckon you will see multiplayer drag races with this system in the near future, and when that happens, look out. And I got a really good reaction time there. What I found is, go just before the green light comes on and you still go green. Another new feature is meetups. So you got drift meetups, the test track airfield meetup, as well as the track day meetup. Basically, think Horizon Online Free Roam in Forza Motorsport, and this is what this is. So once you go in the lobby, you've got the vote system there. So if there's a track you want to go to, you've got the 3 tracks as per a normal race hopper. Now, once one track hits 50% of the vote, the session you're currently in ends. So once everything loads up, you can just free roam drift or free roam circuit race, whatever you want to do. And not only that, when you pause the game, you go back to the pits, you can change the tuning of your car, you can change the upgrades, you can even change the car. And that's really cool. And just having this is cool, especially if you just want to go online but not have to put up with any flogs in the online races. So it's really cool. And if you're in a private lobby, the lobby host controls which tracks we're on. So yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool. It's a good way to, I don't know, improve your circuit racing skills or drifting skills with other people, which you haven't really been able to do unless you're in unless you're in a proper race or event. So I've chosen the International Scout for drifting just because I've tried to do a drift tuning. It's not that great, to be honest. And then the open airfield. So yeah, it's like tag, driving other people. All of a sudden there's a race truck. So yeah, it's really cool in that sense. This is like Horizon Free Roam. You can just drive around, do whatever you want to do. Note that the drift score is on the left and the right. So yeah, it's pretty cool. As you can see, drifting in a front wheel drive car, not too bad. Yeah, it's just cool to just drive around at your own pace, improve on your skills online with other people. It's great. And yeah, and another thing is, reverse entry drifting counts. That's a good thing about open air field, because if you're on a normal track and you try to do reverse entry drifts, they won't count. And as you can see, people go any which way. You could smash into someone head on. Just getting airborne in a GT car as you do. As you can see, that's pretty much reverse entry. That wouldn't count. Those points wouldn't count on a normal circuit. Yeah, I think it's a really good idea, especially if you're in a private lobby. However, if you're in a track day, I highly recommend getting something similar to other people, because this happens. Bang! Formula Mazda is so much slower than a Formula 1 car. So if you're in the test, if you're on the in the track day hopper for what's it called meetups, I recommend getting a car in the same class all the others are using. So I just decided to go with Ayrton Senna's McLaren. But yeah, be careful with that. And note when you get 50% of the vote, you get a timer saying how long you got left. Anyway, the spotlight car is the 1984 Nissan Skyline Turbo Super Silhouette. For those who've played Project Cars 2, you'll be very familiar with this car. GT Racing Reborn Division. In bone stock trim, it's S-Class 799. Now, if you're wondering, when you go to free play and it says Experimental Drag and you don't want to do Experimental Drag, go to your race setup and just change it to whatever you want to do, whether it's drift, normal drag, circuit race, happy days. However, the Stig wants to drive this thing, because this thing is pretty mental. One thing I've noticed with this car, as you can hear, sounds like a 6-cylinder engine. However, this car actually has a 4-cylinder engine, like the Bluebird Super Silhouette that's already in the game. So hopefully Turn 10 fixes this soon, because Turn 10 have done this with Nissan race cars in the past, like the Super Gt Gdr. That's got a 4-cylinder. Yes, a GDR with a 4-cylinder, just because of the regulations. As you can see, this thing brakes really well with the hammerhead. Anyway, the Super GT GTR has a 4-cylinder engine in real life. Sounds like a V6 in Motorsport 6 and Horizon 3. Motorsport 7, Turn 10 finally got the engine sound right in that particular car. Here in Forza 7, Nissan Altima V8 Supercar sounds like a V6. Actually sounds exactly the same as this. But yeah, apart from the sound, it is really, really cool car. And as you can see, it's pretty quick as well. As we go into Gambon, let's see what kind of time I can do. And it is a 1:13.6. Let's see. Let's see where this ends up. And it ends up 6th fastest on the Stig's Power Lap Times leaderboard. So it's in between, it's got very close to the Buell, and is about a 1.5 quicker than the 2019 Porsche GT3 RS. And there you have it. So let me know what you think of the September update. There's more to come after Horizon 4 releases, so you know. If you like the video, smash the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe for more content and tap the notification bell so you know when new videos come. Also, Discord is in the description down below. Anyway, this is Jeff here, and happy racing. Cheers.